baby.
Time for our annual Back to School Supplies vid. What? Already? Yep. Last year we had a cute panda theme. This year, we're giving our dolls a little My Froggy Stuff merch. We made new printables using Little Froggy's artwork. In case you didn't know, she designed our new banner and profile pic. So proud! So we are using her designs for our school supplies this year. This printable can be printed out from our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com, along with a new textbook called Pop Culture, notebook paper, and printable paper book bags. Let's start with this one. Let's cut out this black one at the top. I carefully cut on the outside line, and remember to always have adult supervision when crafting. Make small cuts at the corners where the blue stops. Fold the white tab over. Fold over the top blue tab. Use a glue stick on the other side to glue it down. Fold over the side tabs. Flip it over. Glue them down on the other side. Fold the large blue tabs at the bottom up. Put a little glue only on the white side tab. Then glue it down to the other side to make a pocket. Repeat to make 2 pockets. Fold it in half to make an XO triangle school folder, where the X stands for craft, like a pair of scissors. The O stands for reuse, because you're using stuff over and over again. And the triangle stands for recycle, because that's like the recycle sign. There is another folder right underneath. We make it the same way to make a My Froggy Stuff folder. Cut out the pieces of paper. When you do, you'll see that the front and the back are joined together. Fold it in half. Use a glue stick on the inside to glue the 2 sides together to make notebook paper that can fit inside. We have one printable that just has the notebook paper on it, so you can make as much as you like. Up next, binders. Carefully cut them out. We will also need an index card. Cut the index card to just fit the back of the binder. Fold over all of the tabs so we can see where to glue the index card. Glue it down with the blank side facing up. Make a small cut to separate the blue from the white. Flip it over, fold over the blue tabs and glue them down. Fold over the white tab and glue it down to make a pocket. Repeat for the other pocket, then fold on the lines to make the spine of our binder. Make paper, make holes on the side. I'm using a teeny tiny hole punch. Pick out some jump rings, open them up, put the jump rings through the holes in the paper, cut a thin piece of foil scrapbook paper, run it through the jump rings, use glue to glue them to the back of the paper, then glue the foil paper to the spine of the binder, giving us paper in our binder. However, they do not come out. In last year's panda binder, we did make it so that you could remove the paper. However, sometimes the paper came out when you didn't want it to. So this year, we are making it permanent. We have 2 different binder designs available. One says My Froggy Stuff on the spine, and the other is XO triangle. Cut out the composition books at the bottom. Cut down the index cards to fit one side. With my printer settings, it's 1.5 inches by 1 inch. Cut, stack, and glue together 5. Glue them into the printable to make a composition book. This year, it comes in blue and a white and black checker. Cut out the rectangles at the very bottom of the page. Stack them all together. Run the glue just across the top to make a notepad with tearaway pages. Our next printable has a textbook, paper, and pencils. Cut out the rectangles for the pencils, roll it around a toothpick, use glue to hold it in place, trim off the excess, trim the end really close on the pink side, trim the other side, but I leave a little space. Using a nail file, file the pink side flat. Carefully file the other end to make a point. Use black and pink paint for details to make pencils. To make the book, cut out the book cover, fold over the side tabs, cut index cards to fit in between the folds, leaving a small space in between. Fold over and glue down the tabs to make a hardback book cover. Cut out the pages, fold them accordion style using glue on the back to make the pages double-sided. Except for the first and the last page, they need to be singles. Take the next row of pages, fold over the first one, glue it to the back of the last page, then continue folding and gluing the pages together. Glue the pages into the cover using the first and last pages to make a doll textbook with pages that we can actually read, giving us another book for our doll library. Now we are going to make a backpack with our next printable. We have two colors, yellow and gray, to make a backpack inspired by this one. I'm not even going to attempt to say that because we know I'm going to pronounce it wrong. But this style bag is very popular this year. I've seen a Target's version and one at Five Below. It has a little Arctic fox on the front, so we playfully made ours a frog because this is my froggy stuff. Here is my first attempt, my test run, to show that it can be made out of paper. However, I wanted to use fabric, so we are going to use freezer paper and fabric to print it out. Start by cutting a piece of freezer paper to the size of computer paper. Place a thin cotton fabric on top and iron it down. I ironed it on the fabric side and didn't use any steam. Carefully trim any frayed edges to make sure they are nice and clean. Now I can put this into my inkjet printer just like I would regular paper, with the fabric side facing up. Warning! There is a possibility that the fabric could get jammed and possibly break your printer, because the printer was not designed to do these kinds of things. So, you have been warned. My first attempt did get a little jammed. This corner folded over and it got all icky. I printed again. I tried to make sure it was smoother this time, and it kind of is better, but we have a few mistakes on the side. This one seemed to work, so yay! But I think I can still work with the yellow. Peel the fabric from the freezer paper. Cut out the rectangle with no tabs. This is a template. Glue it onto foam board. Cut it out. Cut two more to make three. Stack and glue them together. Cut out the rectangle right next to it. This one has a lot of tabs. Glue the back side of the foam right in the middle. I used a glue stick in the large open area. Then I used hot glue to glue the tabs down around the sides. The bottom tab wraps around the bottom, and then glue the small tab in the front. Cut out the piece with the logo. There are some small lines on the side. Make a cut on the line. Fold over and glue down the top three tabs. If you like, you could sew it, but I'm trying to make this no sew, so here we go. Match it up at the bottom, glue down the side tabs. I only used a thin line of glue at the bottom and then the side tabs so that we make a little bit of a pocket. Cut out the white template, glue it onto foam board, cut it out. Cut out this yellow piece with a ton of tabs, glue it onto the foam board, wrapping the tabs all the way around it. To cover it, there is a small T printable. Let's cut that out. On the long side, fold it over and glue it down. Place it on the top of the small covered rectangle. Glue down the sides and the top. Glue it underneath the logo to make a faux pocket. Cut out the large rectangle with the line down the center. Fold over and glue down the tabs. Starting at the bottom of one of the sides, glue it on, going all the way around. Being careful not to glue down the front flap. When I want it to look closed, I just tuck it under. Cut out these two printables at the bottom, fold over and glue down the tabs. Glue it onto the sides to make a pocket. Repeat for the other side. Now all we have to do is make the straps. Cut them out, turn it over so the good side is facing down, then fold over the edges, and you can use an iron to make the creases. Glue the sides down to make a ribbon. For the smaller straps, just fold them over once and glue down. Pinch and fold over the center. Glue it in place, leaving the ends open. Glue the open ends onto the front of the bag to give it handles. On the back, take the larger straps and glue them from the bottom of the handle all the way up to the center, then go around and glue it at the bottom. Trim off the excess to make a no-sew backpack that can hold a few things, giving our dolls a pretty nice start for the school year. Thank you for joining us while we made doll school supplies for 2019. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff and the Frog Vlog. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
We want to give a shout out to Grace Paintings and Drawings. What's up? All right, looks like we got everything out of here. My Froggy Stuff binders, folders, notebooks, pencils, and intro to pop culture, written by My Froggy Stuff. Oh no, why did I order 2 pop culture books? Oh yeah, I knew it would be such a great book. I would want to read it twice.